before we get this video started, I want to give a very happy birthday shout out to Eliora because it is her birthday today. And also a quick redub update, September 9th. I know I said August, but a lot of stuff has come up on Will's end. He's the main editor of this. He's about halfway done with it. Family issues have come up, but September 9th, that's going to happen. Now, it's funny to actually mention Thomas, because, yeah, another Thomas movie is out. And I've got quite a lot of people asking me to look into it, and they're saying, oh, this one's good, this one's good. Yeah, they said about Tale of the Brave. And I realized I was a little hard on Tale of the Brave, but, you know, it's changed since then. You know, Adventure Begins was pretty good. So now we have this one to look at, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Let's take a look. Greetings, every people. This is your cult of personality speaking, ToonKriticY2K's name, and Toon's the name of my game. So, we have our new Thomas movie to look at today, Sodor, Legend of the Lost Treasure. Now, I was a little worried about this one, just from seeing the trailer. I think what they were trying to do, they're trying to nail in the fact that, ooh, we have new engines coming. No. Greetings, every peoples. This is your cult of personality speaking, ToonKriticY2K's name, Toon's the name of my game. I'm going with a slightly different layout, I guess, so there's more to see in the background, I guess, and you can figure out what's going on over there. Sort of Legend of the Lost Treasure. Now, I'm going to state right off the bat, I did enjoy this. I did like this one. This was interesting how they were able to pull off this story. Now, I'll just really briefly recap it. Some stuff happens with Thomas. He's being his cheeky little self and causes an accident, and Chop Hat sends him away to work on this new branch line. And through more cheeky, sillery, funnery, whatever, ends up finding a pirate ship in a cave underground. Pretty bogus how that ended up happening to him. I was just like, okay, is he all right? How are they going to get him out of that? But They find the ship. They find there's a treasure involved in it. There's all this other stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but I've liked some of the twists that they went with. So let's see. I'm going to start off with the positives on this. Let's start with the CGI. CGI has improved, I think, since the last special, especially with the song that they threw in there. That was interesting. I noticed that Thomas has really been trying a lot of new things now. Now that it's CGI, it seems like Thomas can do anything now. I do like the whole, Thomas around the world thing that they had going, so that was pretty interesting, I thought. Now, with the song, they really stepped out to do some interesting stuff with the little engines. I should mention that this special has brought back quite a few characters, including Donald, Douglas, Daisy, for whatever reason, and for the first time ever, something that we should have got ages ago, the small engines, which is Mike, Bert, and Rex, I think is their names. Yeah, those are them, and they're introduced almost similar to how they were introduced in the book, and I thought that was pretty cool. They even have their own little song to go for it. So out of everybody, they got the screen time that mattered. They were the ones I remember the most. Donald, Douglas, Daisy, it feels like they were thrown in there just for, hey, here's these characters, you happy? Cool, because they have no semblance to the plot whatsoever. Maybe during one scene, though, but they're there as fan service, I think, because they really didn't do anything after. Especially Daisy. What was the point? And a new engine that's coming back or whatever. Daisy. Yay, I guess. I'm sorry, but if you're going to introduce a character, have them mean something. That's what they did with Ryan, who is the new engine, who, in this, is voiced by Eddie Redmayne, who is going to be, I think, Newt in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie, the new Harry Potter spin-off thing. He was also in Jupiter Ascending and did a very horrible job at that. But regardless, having Ryan in this was interesting, but I feel they repeated the storyline somewhere. The storyline with, oh, Thomas is getting replaced again. And where have I seen this? Great discovery. Oh, sorry, I had something in my throat. They got a slightly better movie up in my throat. Anyway, Ryan didn't really get to do much in here. He was just kind of tagging along for the ride. He's just like, okay, cool, I'm here. Woo. So, at least Brian and the Little Engines got to do something. Not very much, but when they were on screen, at least, it mattered. At least, you cared about these characters. What else is there? I think the writing's gotten a little better. It feels a little more organic with the voice acting that's been stepping up. You have the characters actually being able to talk to one another, and they're not being really... I feel they've stepped it up a bit, The narrator really is not there as much anymore. He's letting the voices really tell the story, and I think that's pretty good. So... what am I thinking? The storyline, the subplot that they threw in there with, I think her name is Marion. I think it's Marion. Either Marion or Millie. I can't remember the name. The Crane one, where they had her storyline. Admittedly got a few chuckles, but there were a few cringeworthy moments there. What can you do? What else? I think the story, overall, the story is what kept me interested. There were... Oh, God. Why am I blanking on this? Because I just saw this like 2 nights ago. I should be able to remember everything that happened in it. But the story got me engaged and interested. There were nice little twists they threw in there, even though some of it was predictable, even though you knew what was going to happen. But the story had a few moments where I'm just like, okay, question. Specifically, I guess, with Thomas right near the beginning. Okay, he's cheeky, but he's not that cheeky. Or with Sir Topham Hatt being kind of a jerk, I think. I don't want to say dick. I think a jerk is more like it. Or maybe he's being too harsh on Thomas, which I guess I can understand. There's more of an element of adventure to this. That's the one thing I noticed. And there's an element of adventure and mystery to it. And with the Sailor John character they introduced in Skiff, I think it was pretty clear that he was going to turn out to be the villain character or whatever. And this is not really spoilers, but it's just the ending chase, what they had, was actually pretty good. I think it was better than, oh god, what's the one? I think it was better than the one they did in Misty Island Rescue. I think a chase is pretty important because it actually makes the climax of the movie seem pretty, interesting and not anticlimactic. They made it work. I thought that was good. So, is there anything else? Is there anything else with this movie? I'm glad that I got at least to see it, but I still have the belief that the series should have ended after the last special and then just put this series to rest. But as long as it's making money and doing well with toy sales and all this other stuff, it's still going to continue. Now, whatever they do next, I'll probably look into it, but I liked what they did here, and I think that maybe they could have fixed some things or maybe made things a little bit more action-esque or interesting, but I'm satisfied with what we got here. So those are my thoughts on that. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, Twitter, Patreon, all that fun stuff. Hope you guys are ready for the redub. It'll be coming out in a few weeks, and I promise you it is going to be probably one of the best things that me, Will, and Joey have ever done. Probably better than the last one we did, which will be interesting, and it'll be up on Joey's channel. Also, since we're talking about Thomas, I'd like to quickly promote the whole Ask Tommy, Thomas, and Friends thing that Joey has started. It's a Tumblr Ask blog where me and Will will be featured in it, and every 10 questions that he gets, he's going to make a video, and that'll be with audio answers and stuff. So if you've not seen that announcement, go click on the link in the description. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to work with, and yeah, I think that about covers it. So with that being said, I'm the Toon Critic, keeping you totally tuned for your entertainment. Stay awesome, and yeah, have a nice day.